Huh? Come on. You guys hear that? Can you guys hear that music? Come on. Huh? Look around. Don't you see the evidence? Right? Don't you see the evidence? God is working. Come on. Who cares about the devil, baby? Oh, man, the devil's working. Oh, my goodness. No, God is working, baby. God's working, baby. If you're wondering, you guys hear that? Huh? Don't you see the evidence? I've never failed you yet. Look around, look around, look around. If you're having a hard time looking, you're looking at the wrong stuff, right? If you're having a hard time seeing what God is doing, you're looking at the wrong stuff. You're looking at the wrong people. You're looking with the wrong lens, with the wrong mindsets. Come on. Man, you could be in the desert. Look around. Look around. This is, it's called Look Around. Ding, ding, ding. By House Fires. So they are a band that Teresa and I did not start. But it's called Look Around by House Fires. Why? That was really funny.
I don't know why.
It's because the joy of the Lord, baby. That's why. Come on, look around. Just go get soaked. Go get soaked, man. If you're having a hard time seeing, stop what you're doing and get soaked. Oh, I can't see. Can't see my book. I can't see this message. I can't even see the outline. I can't see Google Drive. Go get soaked. Go get soaked. Right? Don't get caught up in all the poopy stuff. Right? Don't get caught up in the silly stuff. That's what the enemy wants you to do. The enemy wants you to get caught up in, what did that mean? What they mean by that? What it was. No, no, just get caught up in Jesus. Yeah, get Jesus wasted. Get Jesus wasted. Don't get intoxicated with the way that the world gets intoxicated. I'm not even just talking about like drinking booze and smoking weed. That's not good either. But anyway, I'm talking about don't get intoxicated the way that the world gets intoxicated. The world gets intoxicated allowing drama to be their mama. That was awesome. To be their king. The world allows drama and the emotions of what's going on, what's on the news, what's going on in the economy, the bank system, my bank account, these people in my life that I wish weren't in my life, these people that I wish were in my life. That's how the world works. The world pays so much attention, and we create, even as Christians, we create and make those idols in our life. We make our bank account idols. We make the people that like us and don't like us idols. We make things good that are going well in our life and that are not going well in our life idols, because it gets our attention. It gets our worship. Oh, let me just bow down to the drama. Let me just give all my worship to the drama of life. Nuh-uh, not in this house. Come on, girl. Right? Where's the guys? Right? Yeah, come on. We can do this. Not today, Satan, right? Not today, Satan. And also not tomorrow, right? I'm going to learn. There you go. I like that, Barb. I'm going to learn. I'm going to teach myself, even if I don't know now. Even if I don't know now, if I do not know how to break that habit, I'm gonna position myself and let Holy Spirit teach me to not give into the drama of the world. Because I tell you what, you take that pill, it will take over. Don't take the drama pill. Come on, baby. All right. I don't know. I think it was just the song that set me on. I didn't even drink no coffee or nothing. Okay, praise Jesus. Moving right along. We got a bunch of stuff that we're going to do, right? First, I'm going to spell our name. J E, just kidding. All right. Yeah. A couple quick announcements. We got a big fun filled back day today, right? And then when we get off, you guys are going to go listen to that song, Look Around by House Fires, and you're going to go get Jesus wasted, because you're not going to give in to the world's opinion of how things are going. You're going to surrender to the one opinion that really makes the difference. Okay. I was going to say we're done having church, but we're not. Okay. I just want to say really quickly, again, for spring students, spring Masterclass students, you should have already received an email. An email was sent, but if you haven't received that email, please check your other folders. But the spring graduation celebration is August 22nd. So all spring Masterclass students, please come. Bring, I think in the email we actually said, bring your mom, right? So bring your mom, or bring people that you love, or like, even if you just like want to call up, your fifth grade teacher that like never thought you would make it, call them, bring them. Be like, hey, like if I did that, they would like hang up. They're like, oh my gosh, he's calling me. He knows where I live. Okay. So anyway, but bring people if you want to your graduation celebration. It's going to be a kick in the shorts, because we wear shorts in the summer. Okay. I think that's it. That is, I didn't say the time, August 22nd, 12:30. So, which is kind of our bat time kind of a thing. Okay. If for some reason you're like, I don't have the Zoom link, you can send an email to your account manager, but the Zoom link is in that email. Okay. Right. We got a lot to do. So
we do. Go ahead.
No, that was it. You're in charge now. I'm just gonna, well, actually you're always in charge.
I don't want to be in charge.
What? You didn't say that earlier. You're like, yeah, you're okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. You guys have a good, I'm just gonna go ahead and just move over just a little bit. I'm not gonna leave today.
Good. I don't want to leave. All right. So we have a lot of things we're going to hit today. We're going to move kind of quickly, and we have a challenge ahead for you today.
Ooh, challenges.
So just kind of setting your expectation with a reward.
I like rewards.
Yeah. And we're going to do a writing activity today. It's going to be
what does that mean?
Kind of fun. You'll either hate me or love me, but maybe by the end it'll be both. How about that?
That's hate you, love you.
And
like broccoli or what?
Yeah, kind of like broccoli.
Yeah.
We have to eat our peas and carrots. It's not all cheesecake in the kingdom.
Bummer.
Or dark chocolate or whatever you're fancy.
Yeah.
And we are going to talk timeline. And then at the end, we're going
timelines. That means like where I have to like do stuff in between those times.
And then at the end, we're going to have whatever time is left over, we'll give to Q&A. So if you came with questions today, just hold your horses.
Hold your cheesecake.
We'll get there. Okay. All right. So, but first, I just wanted to start out with just a kind of a little heart reset. And actually, Jeremiah got us going on this. Good job. Good job, Vic.
Hey, it's the yeast I could
do.
Sorry.
Okay. So I just want to talk about this, and you may have heard a teaching on this before, but every time I meditate on this truth, it always blesses me. And it's always just a really, a powerful for recentering and refocusing. And that is this: it is in his kiss.
It's a kissy mama.
It is in his kiss.
Yep.
It is in the kiss of the Lord. So, so a kiss is like the quintessential intimate contact, right?
Yep.
It's anything more intimate than a kiss. The bride in Song of Songs cried out.
Some things.
The bride in Song of Songs cried out for the Lord's kiss. So I'm not going to get into a big teaching or anything like that, but I just wanted to mention what is God's kiss.
Mm-hmm.
His kiss is for all of us. But, in Genesis, the Bible says that God breathed into Adam the breath of life. And Bible scholars say that is actually an idiomatic phrase, to breathe into his nostrils. Like growing up in church, I don't know about you, but I had the image in my mind
Yeah.
of
The flannel. Yeah. The flannel.
of God doing,
Yeah.
like mouth-to-mouth resuscitation or something on Adam, or actually physically breathing into his nostrils. But it's actually an idiomatic phrase that means a kiss. Okay. So if you're face to face with someone, that's the kiss, right? If you're face to face and you're in a kiss, it's an exchange of breath. It's an exchange of breath. And so our kiss with God, that we're all entitled to as his godly lovers, is a life exchange. Okay. So we breathe out and then we breathe him in. And so we need that constant breath of life. Can you shout a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
So in the Hebrew, the word for kiss is nashak, and it means to kiss, but it also means, are you ready for this? It also means to kindle,
Kindle.
to set on fire, and it also means to equip or to armor. All three of those things are in the kiss of God.
Kindle, equip, and armor. Yeah.
Yeah. Kiss, kindle, equip. So it really is all in his kiss. Everything that we need is there, that breath of life that we need when we just come near to God. He says, draw near to me.
Yeah.
And I will draw near to you. So we draw near and we have that life exchange. We let go of all of our burdens and we just breathe him in and we become kindled. We're set aflame because he is fire, right? Our God is a consuming fire, it says in Hebrews, and we're equipped. Who can stand against us? If God be for me, who can stand against me? I mean, we are clothed with Jesus, filled with him, filled with his fire. Nothing can touch us or harm us in that place of deepest intimacy and communion with him in the kiss. Okay, so just take a big breath and let it all out. Just let out all your frustrations, concerns, worries, all feelings of insecurity, all worries, concerns, whatever it may be, anything weighing you down. Just let it all out and just breathe him in. We get to write from his kiss, and we get to write his kisses.
That'll destroy some writer's block.
We get to write kisses for others. That's awesome. All right. So I just have a few reminders I want to get into. And
are
then
these kisses? This is probably
yes, they are. They're teacher kisses.
Oh,
yes.
like the cheek. It's like, okay. Gotcha.
So and you may remember something. I just want to say, when we're doing these critiques, and this is actually one of my reminders, I am the one doing your critique on your outline and your first chapter or two. So if you're writing a book with 10 chapters, I probably will review the first chapter. If you're writing a book with 30 chapters, I'll probably review the first 2 chapters, something like that. But anyway, just to get you going in the right direction.
Get that momentum, that trajectory.
On the little things that could trip you up later on, and making sure that your chapter stays focused, that you have a good introduction, that you have a good conclusion, that there's uniformity and consistency in your formatting.
Chapters.
Yes, that it's long enough or it's not too long, all those types of things. And it's kind of intensive. And if you've gotten one of my reviews back on a chapter, maybe it can be a little bit overwhelming. So I just wanted to say, please don't be overwhelmed.
Yeah, you have to picture this face and this voice with the writing, right?
I am literally just going in with a scalpel and just not with a critical spirit or mind at all, but just to help you as much as I can in those first few chapters to get you going in the right direction.
So even if it feels like a machete, it's not.
It's not. And I'm not Jesus. So, take everything I do and say inside your document with that grain of salt truth. I'm not Jesus. Jesus, you have his approval. Ultimately, that's all that matters. And I'm not actually here to approve or disapprove anything about your writing. I'm just here to critique it and coach you, to tell you the things I would want someone to tell me, and to, point out things that maybe you don't know. just to help you out along the journey as a fellow writer. That's it. That's all.
Yep.
Okay.
So
All
when
right.
you're reading the critiques and it feels like, a big, bazooka in the center of your chest and somebody just blew a hole in you and you're like, then you have to listen to this the voice and see this face because that's what's happening behind it. So,
And writing is very personal. I mean, when you put
for sure.
when you put your writing out there for someone else to look at, that's very vulnerable. I get that.
Mhm.
And it's huge. And
Yeah.
so I just want you to hear my
And this
heart.
is a safe place, y'all. Like this is safe. You're safe. And the process is safe and your content is safe. Your message, what you share is safe. And I'm not just saying because I've, been married to her for 30 years. I mean, she's one of the most safest people that I know other than me.
Oh, thanks.
And that part was a joke about me. So moving on.
So I am the writing coach for about half of you guys, and David is the writing coach for the other half of you guys. You should know by now who your coach is. So just to clarify, you may be wondering why, if Teresa's not my coach, why is she the one working inside of my outline and my document? That's why. I'm just doing those first few things, and then David's going to take over half of you, and I'll be with the other half of you. And then your critiques are not going to be so intense.
Yeah.
All right.
They'll start to taper off a little
I'm
bit.
not going to, point out things that I point out in the beginning because I'm expecting you to kind of pick up the things I'm throwing down.
Get the clue. Get a clue.
Yeah. So when I make changes to your format, then you make those changes in the rest of your chapters.
Yeah.
Right. If I make a suggestion about, how to format your scriptures, then carry that through for the rest of your book. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So see it as a learning opportunity. That's how I'm intending for it to be, just a kind of an intense little lesson inside that editing, and you can learn a lot.
Yeah. But then, you get stuck. You have questions. You ask questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She just, she's going to put you on the free throw line and you got to shoot the free throws on your own for a while.
Okay. So that was one thing. And then I won't review any introductions until after all of your chapters have been written. Okay.
Very important. Say that again with bold underline kind of stuff.
I won't review the introductions until all of your chapters have been written. And the reason is why, and if you've read the Writing Made Simple workbook, you know that we recommend even that the intros, you can do a rough draft of your intro, of course, and that's helpful. But you're really not going to solidify that introduction until after you've gotten the message out of your heart.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be like, oh, yes, I know exactly what I want to say to my reader to invite them into this message.
It's like the title, it can change.
Yeah, your title can change, and the heart of your message may evolve. You don't have to have it all at this point, and you don't. Surprise. It will change as you go. And so you know what you need to know. That's the promise of God's word. You have an unction from the Holy One. You know what you need to know. 1 John. All right. So I won't even bother reviewing your intro until after all of your chapters have been done. Okay. And so if you're wondering, how come she hasn't looked at my intro? That's why. All right. And then you don't need to wait for critique of a chapter before you go on to the next chapter. You just keep going on your writing plan. And then the critiques will happen. You'll get at least a weekly touch from either David or myself as you go. Okay.
So if they finish chapter 1, they finish chapter 3, they're doing it inside their folder and their document. They go ahead, they're done with it. They just keep moving forward. They keep writing. If you're waiting for a critique, you actually can interrupt that flow a little bit. Plus there's a pretty extensive pipeline and over here on this side of things. So don't wait for your critique before moving on to the next chapter.
Mm-hmm. I had something I was going to say.
Uh-oh.
Skiddly
doop, skiddly doop.
Maybe it'll come back to me.
Go on to the next one, maybe.
Okay. So remember to use the correct format. Times New Roman. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Okay. So anyway, remember to use the correct format and set your styles as you go. Times New Roman, 12 font, double spacing, and use your styles. So use heading 1 for your title of your chapter, heading 2 for your subheading. And if you have sub points below that, you can go on to heading 3 or even heading 4. So just make sure you set those styles, and setting those styles inside of your document will create an outline on the side of your Google Doc. Many of you probably already know that, but just in case you don't, play around with that inside your documents, and you'll find that very, very handy. And if you're just like, I have no idea what you're talking about, don't worry. I'll do it for you on your first chapter. Okay. And then you can take it from there.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome.
That's awesome.
All right. Maybe I'll remember what that thing was.
Let's go to timelines.
Okay. So I just wanted to kind of just do a quick timeline check with you guys, because we're about a month in. Can you believe it? A month in.
Whoa.
And so some of you may need to adjust your writing plan. Remember, we made that writing plan?
Second week, we did the writing plan.
Mm-hmm.
We're all excited, busting out our handy dandy calculator. We're doing math. We might need to make a few adjustments.
So your writing plan it's in your folder, in the writing plan folder. And so right now we're about 2 weeks into the writing phase 5. If you guys want to look at your writing plan right now, that probably would be helpful for you guys.
That's inside your author folders under schedules. So if you go into your author folder, there should be 2 documents in there, but go ahead.
Okay.
Under schedules.
Schedule or writing plan?
Well, your writing plan will be your writing plan, but inside your schedules folder, you'll have both schedules in there.
Okay. And so this will be the one that you actually went in and you decided when you were going to be writing,
how many words
you were going to write a day, or perhaps you even said, I'll write 1 chapter a week, or I need to write 2 chapters a week, or however that looked like for you, because it's going to be different for everybody. Some people only have 8 chapters in their whole book.
Yep.
So you're going to probably spend 2 weeks on 1 chapter. And others of you are writing a devotional and you have 30, 40 chapters. So you're going to be writing much more. You'll be writing 2 or 3 or 4 chapters a week. Okay. So your writing plan is unique to you. So, okay. Hopefully you pulled that out and you're looking at it. So I just want to give you guys just 3 to 5 minutes right now to adjust your writing plan.
Okay, so they're going to adjust their writing plan. It's just good for you to just kind of take a look at this and go, okay, I'm in phase 5, weekly writing and mentoring. So you're writing and mentoring and writing and mentoring. And then the mentoring is happening on the Thursday Masterclass aspect, but then also your assigned coach. Mm-hmm. So from July 13th, which is a week past, up until October 12th, that's your phase 5 weekly writing and mentoring. So if you need to make some adjustments, make some adjustments. So you're saying, go ahead and make those adjustments.
Go ahead and make those adjustments now. So from this point, you have 12 weeks left of coaching. Okay.
Between now and October 12th.
Yeah. Between now and October 12th. Then you have 3 more weeks after that to do your self-editing before your due date to submit your manuscript. So I really want you to plan on that 12-week timeline, at this point, so that you have a full 3 weeks to do your self-editing.
I just had a thought.
So that you you don't feel rushed at the end. Yes.
So we're going to give them a few minutes to make those adjustments right here, right now. Mm-hmm. And I just had a thought for those that are coming to the retreat, which all of you are, right? Because we're friends. If they're coming to the retreat, are we going to give them an extra week? I guess, yes. The answer is yes. I answer that question. If you're coming to the retreat, and all of you are, because you're going to have a lot of fun and experience a tremendous amount of freedom, we would give them an extra. So make that factor an extra week.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So take a few minutes and adjust your writing schedule as you open that up. Take a look at that.
You should have a better idea of, what your timeline needs to be as well, because now you completed your outline. Most of you have, mm-hmm. And and it's been critiqued. And so you know how many chapters you're going to have and about how many words need to be in those chapters in order to stay within the guidelines of 30 to 45,000 words. So if your goal is to write a book of 30,000 words, that's a great goal. That's not too short at all. That's a great goal.
That's the minimum, actually.
I'm writing one right now. So that's going to be 30 to 35,000 words. Or if you're shooting for 40, then you need to follow those steps that Jeremiah gave you in that lesson. Divide your word count by the number of chapters. Okay, so if it's 40,000 words and you have 10 chapters, each chapter is going to be 4,000 words. How many words do you need to write each week if you have 12 weeks left? So that's basically what you're figuring out right now.
We're doing this because we want to coach you and keep you on track so that you really do hit those deadlines. Get you published in 6 to 8 months. So
the consequence of not finishing by the 12th is that you don't get the coaching all along your writing journey.
Yeah, because the summer class is over.
Yeah, we're gonna keep mentoring. You're welcome to turn in your manuscript at whatever point you finish it. Yep. But the coaching, the weekly critiques will end on October 12th. So Brian, David and myself, we won't be going in and critiquing your chapters past that point. So you want to really take advantage of that.
By then being fall class. So
you don't want to push that deadline.
Yeah. Your publishing doesn't change and it's other than your date. And then of course you could still attend the Masterclass classes on Thursday and you'll still get your overall review. But if you do go over that actual semester, so if you go over the summer semester, then you're not getting the weekly critique. So it's like, I signed up for a spring college class. Well, when spring is over, that college class is over. So you're still publishing, you'll still get your overall review before it goes to editing and all of that kind of stuff. But just be aware that there won't be a coach that would be available to give you those weekly critiques if you're not meeting those weekly deadlines.
Right. So hopefully everybody had a chance to go ahead and make those changes. And if you have any questions about that, just write it down and hold on to it. We'll get to it when we get to the end of this mentoring class today. Okay. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of an activity.
Oh, this will be fun. Is this a challenge with the reward or no?
Yes. Okay. The challenge, I'll give the challenge afterwards.
What's the reward?
I'll give the reward afterwards.
Gee.
Okay. So what we're going to do right now is 15 minutes of free writing. How many of you have ever done free writing before? Yeah.
Well, today's the day.
Okay. So this is a tool in writing to kind of help you get over being stuck or, writer's block or whatever, you want to call that, where you just can't seem to get it out of your heart onto the page. And it's basically, you just write and you don't pick up your pen, you don't stop, you don't overthink it, you don't edit as you go, not at all. You just get it out of your heart onto the page. Okay. So you don't have a choice about it. This is us saying,
being bossy.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to do this. Okay. So what I want you to do, everybody is in kind of a different place in their writing right now. Some of you are still working on your outline. Some of you are already into chapter 3. Some of you are in the middle of chapter 4. So wherever you are,
pick up.
That's where I want you to write. Okay. That's where I want you to write. So if you've already written an outline and it is more than 2,000 or 3,000 words, please don't work on your outline anymore right now. Okay. I want you to open up a document for chapter 1. Okay. And, and just begin. Okay. So don't start yet. I haven't started you yet. What I want
you to do. What are we doing this for? Free write?
15 minutes.
15 minutes of free write.
Okay.
Okay. Handy dandy.
You'll go back and self-edit it later. right? But we're just going to get it
How
out
many
of
of
our
you are
head.
doing this pencil and paper? I'm curious. I'm just kidding. Oh, do we have some pencil papers? Okay, that's cool. Go for it.
But you can work right inside your document, right inside your author folder if you want to. And so we're not starting the timer just yet. I want you to take 1 minute and just sit with the Lord and meditate on whatever it is that you're going to be writing on. If you're going to be writing on chapter 1 and it's about overcoming the fear of man, I want you to just meditate on that. If you're working on your outline because you haven't written your annotated outline at all yet, then I want you to meditate on the message of your book. Okay, if you're on chapter 3 and it's about telling the story of your childhood, then I want you to meditate on that. Whatever you're going to be writing on, just take 60 seconds right now and just meditate on it. Okay, ready, go. Okay, so any questions about this? Does anybody have a question about
Question about
the free writing? You ready to jump in?
we're not talking reward yet? Or
Not yet.
Oh,
No.
this is something
This is
else.
something else.
You have wow, mom's got stuff going on today. Come on.
Okay. I'm excited for you guys. You're going to get over a hump right now. All
Yep.
right. You ready?
Let's go.
Go.
We got you. 15
Begin.
minutes. Begin.